I think you taught me one of my nursing classes in first year. I remember vividly because you taught us how to do dressing changes, and you can like wrap it like a dumpling and then clean the incision, so that's how I remember you.
Well, we met in the nursing 12-13 orientation. We were a part of that clinical group, and you came and you addressed about EAL, and you talked about how it's helping people, the students over here. And then both of us decided that this is a good program for us and we need it.
I came to see you at your office. I was in my third year, and I first clapped eyes on you in my second year when you came to our introductory meeting and you said there's a group called EAL. So that's how I found out about the group. And I was in my second year back then, and I thought I would actually like to be part of that group.
Hi there, my name is Lisa Choi, and I'm an associate professor at the School of Nursing and Midwifery at Mount Royal University, and founder of the English as an Additional Language, or EAL Nursing Student Support Group. Back in 2009, I established a unique student support group for a population of students that have in the past been marginalized and unsupported. I brought together a whole host of curriculum-based programs, along as well as dealing with the many struggles faced by the EAL nursing students. In this video, you're going to hear from present and former EAL nursing students, learn about their personal struggles, how they came to this group, and how much they have benefited. As well, you will also learn how this group has impacted their own practice as a registered nurse.
I'm from Sri Lanka. I came here in 2010. Back home we had about 30 years long civil war, and we lived there like very scary time. And because I have two children, so I wanted to make them safe and make their future better.
I was working in the medical field. I was a surgeon before I came here. They accepted me right away, say as long as you pass the English programs, you can get into the nursing programs. I really appreciate it, but still the English, even if I passed all the examination, whatever, the assessment is all done, but Memorial University at that time was still be a real issues. And that's why even if I keep learning English and still need actual support from you guys and from the EAL groups in the nursing programs to help me to succeed in the programs.
I was living with my uncle. Like that's the reason my parents sent me here, because they don't want to send me to somewhere I know nobody. So they sent me here because my uncle is there. So I live with them at that time, which is nice. A lot of support from family, but still it's a little bit different because education, the type of education in China is so different than here. And now you are like in a next level when you are in the college instead of like high school is a little bit different. So everything is a big transition. So there are a lot of struggles there with schooling, with life, with everything, and also the culture and lifestyle. So at that time, lots of things going on.
My parents are originally from Hong Kong, and I've always known like the Chinese culture at home. But with that, we also learned Canadian culture because I live and grew up in Calgary, or in Canada. So mixing those two together, sometimes it's hard because at school there's so many different cultures, and Canadian culture is just multicultural. So it's very important to know what my culture is, in my opinion, and also knowing what other people's culture is and learning that. And it just allows me to be a better person as a whole?
So we came from Philippines, so that was 10 years ago. So at that time, like learning English was a bit of a struggle, and I think when you're balancing nursing school and learning English at the same time, like the rate doesn't really add up sometimes. So I think one of the things that I struggle is like keeping up with the essays and keeping up with nursing school at the same time. So
when we came to Canada, that's my husband and I, and my daughter was born here in 2004. So the baby, we have a newborn, right? I could not go to work. I had to stay at home for the baby. So I stayed at home since 2004 till 2006. When the baby can go to daycare, I started nursing school. And I could not find a job because I was a teacher. So, you know, no school here needs a teacher with such bad English, right? I tried to take my spoken English test. You know, I was struggling to get enough marks to get into school. So that's the time. So I decided to go to study English first and then go to the school. That's the why.
Initially, after I come here, we need to have some income. So then I went to work in superstore. Because I decided it doesn't matter with me. Whatever I get, I will take it, and after that, I could find another job as a healthcare aide. I thought I can't live without being a nurse. I have been practicing there 10 years. So then, I found Mount Royal University. I submitted all of my documentation and got the eligibility to get into the university.
I came from India, and I didn't do my high school here, so it was really hard for me to present in front of people in English because English is not my first language, and even if I knew how to talk, I wasn't able to talk in front of them. I got whole blank. So I came to you and asked you if you can help me with that to boost some confidence in me so that I'll be able to talk in front of people and see what I'm doing right now.
And when I joined the program, when I started the program, I also felt that I needed that. I needed more information, I needed guidance, I needed a little bit more than what was given to us. And I didn't know where to turn to. Because generally any other group in this university has to do with general information. It's not specific to nursing. So I didn't really feel that it had any benefit if I went to some, like an advisor, someone else. I had to speak to my fellow nursing students.
Well, when I first heard about the program, it was actually during the orientation day, I believe. It was just really inspirational, like the hearing, I think it was one of your previous students talking about how EAL impacted them and how it helped them. And I think she was in the program as a mentee. And so I thought, well, why don't I be a mentor? Because I thought it would help a lot of people, it'd be really beneficial. And at the same time, it would also be beneficial for me because I'm really interested with cultures.
So we wear polka dots. And we make lots of noise at midnight, and the adults usually, or the older people who have jobs, we throw money into the air, and then the younger people
I was a mentor, so I would help out with sharing my story and giving tips to these nursing students on what I do and what I found helps or how I could communicate better. And yeah, it was just I love that it's just such a simple thing of bringing nurses together and nursing students together and sharing knowledge, but it was so meaningful. And hearing stories from different students and where they're coming from, their backgrounds, a lot of these students coming internationally were already different kinds of professionals, they would know way more. it was just special. And how you brought us together in such a positive way was, I think, helped our nursing experience, which was really stressful as students, to just be more supportive and just like a happy student experience. Yeah.
I remember first time we met was in EAL class. So I was with my friends and they brought me to the room. And they were like, oh, this is the room where you can study, where you can meet your friends and all that. And then you came in and then we were introduced and then you were like the leader of the EAL class program. So yeah.
It was good. It got me like out of my shell of being shy and like learning about other people and what other people are like. And it was just, and I wanted to be involved in school more, and it got me more involved in Mount Royal.
I was like, oh my gosh, that's really nice. I'm glad I did that step to just go into your door and knock on your door, because I usually try not to do that. So I think that's when we first met and we started to talk. And at that time, I think also like talking helped a lot, because it's just like I have so many things I'm struggling with, and you are just telling me that everybody kind of at this stage kind of going through the kind of same struggle, and you had those experiences, so you shared a lot of experience with me. That's really helpful. I'm like, okay. And you also set up such a good role model there. Like, I'm like, oh, Lisa, she's doing so great. Hopefully I can be as great as her. So I think that's really touching and really nice.
So I went with a friend to EAL, but initially I was kind of apprehensive, but I felt confident because it was my choice to be there, you know. So I went there and I saw you, and you were so charismatic, and you just kind of, everybody just kind of fed off of you, and even the people who were shy at first, or the people who were not sure if they wanted to be there. And I think it was you and also other people, their energy that kept me coming back.
I was so happy I got in. And then, of course, you helped me a lot. I think we did once a week that time, right? We get together, and there are many instructors from nursing program. They volunteer to give us lecture. I think there is one very, good one, Linda. Oh, she impressed me. Said, "Hey, Yan, you okay? I can understand you if you speak slowly. Try to, she taught me a lot."
For the full 4 years, I got the best help from EAL group, and I found my best friends from there. I have about 6 friends, all from EAL group. Yeah, they are still my friends. We still have our friendship. Like continuing, we keep meeting and yeah.
I think I don't ever want to forget how much Mount Royal has provided me with that kind of learning environment, and this school experience has just shaped so much of who I am, and I don't ever want to kind of lose that connection with MRU. So I think really just it provides a way for me to keep connected with MRU. Like that's really all I'm looking for.
So my name is Dan Edrozo, and I originally came from Philippines 10 years ago, and now I currently work at Foothills as a cardiac nurse.
And I currently work at the Rocky View General Hospital in colorectal surgery.
And I will be graduating in 2020.
Now I work in Brooks Long-Term Care and Subacute, and also Bassano Hospital in emergency department.
I'm currently a registered nurse, and I graduated from Mount Royal in 2014. I came to Canada when I was 18, and now it has been more than 10 years.
And I graduated from nursing program in 2011, and right now I work under the community care about health services.
I graduated April 2018, and I work right now at Foothills Unit 47 Palliative Oncology. Yeah, thank you, that's it.
Currently, I work at Rocky View General Hospital as a surgical float pool nurse, so I work on all the surgical units there.